but it kind of gives you an example of prompt engineering. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to attempt to make some games that, I don't know, take the mickey out of current affairs or things that are going on that are amusing to play, but could be quite viral at the right times. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So what we're going to try and do is, now I haven't got an agenda. These tools are very flexible at building these games. But what I thought we might do is just play with Grok, which is connected to X, obviously. And we might try to find some topics that are topical in the world today. And then we'll try and make a game construct out of that topic that's persuasive, that makes the public, laugh at reality. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And so it's pretty much known that games are extremely viral because people like to play something. And also, if the game sums up a feeling or a sentiment in society or some sort of event or some sort of character, then obviously that person gets, if someone gets joy or laughs out of the game, they might buy something from you or promote a brand or promote something. So we're going to have a play. So I just thought I'd open Grok, and what we're actually going to build it in tonight is Grok build. Okay, so everyone after this, if they want, they can go and get an account for 7 days, I believe. And they're letting people use this for free at the moment. So this is all new. And this is based off Grok 4.5. So just so you know, this week OpenAI has put out new models. I think that's called 5.6. So they've got, I think it's, and I'll just show you. I better share my screen, hey. This one. Oh, it's changed. Can you see my screen?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the new version of ChatGPT. This is the Pro version. I just signed up for a week. They've got Codex and they've got GPT Work. These are new. These do a lot more than what they used to. So all that stuff we were doing, like with Claude Code and kind of agentic coding and vibe coding and agent building, that technology is starting to come into the core products. So this is now going to become a lot more mainstream for a lot of other people. So that's quite interesting. They've also released three new models. So 5.6 Sol, Terra, and Luna. Sol is obviously their smartest one. Terra is their sort of their middle one, and Luna is their kind of their fast one. And you can set these efforts. And I have played with this once. They do say that this is more efficient than Claude, so you get sort of more bang for your buck off I think this is like a $30 Australian plan. But probably the biggest news this week was they also dropped SpaceX dropped a new version of Grok. I think it's called Grok 4.5. And the amazing thing about this is it is 1/10 the cost of Claude on the API, and it's nearly as good as Opus. And it's also really, really good in agent harnesses. So things like Hermes, Grok Build, it's really, really strong at. So a lot of the kind of AI world is really excited about this because this gives us kind of Opus level kind of brains for much cheaper. And that's essentially kind of what's happening. So now they're competing on, the quality of their models, but they're also starting to compete on who can deliver it for the best cost. And Elon is crushing them at it at the moment. So let me just sign into this because I don't seem to be signed in. Okay, so SuperGrok is connected to X. So if I show you x.com, if I was going to tell people products to buy if you want to become an AI expert, I would 100% tell everybody to get an X account because all the AI community work on X. And so all the news that I'm telling you right now all just comes up on the feed on X. So
you're saying get an X account just as instead of the free X.
You can just get the free X. That gives you some grok. But what I'm saying is, if you want to get good at AI and you want to keep up to date with what's going on in AI, X is a great place because that's where all the AI people hang out and talk. So that's where all the news hits.
Yeah.
So you can also go into SuperGrok in here as well, which is, the same thing. So the two platforms are essentially connected. And there's apparently like a new version of Grok that's come out as well. If I go into settings, so if you get a Premium Plus account, you actually get SuperGrok.
Yep.
But you can also upgrade to Heavy. So Heavy at the moment is $99 US. Now that sounds like a ridiculous amount of money, but if you compare that to Claude, it's the same. So, and this has got 16 agents. So this for coding is actually a really good deal at the moment. But I'm not going to sign up to that because I've got Claude and I'm not quite ready to go over here. So, the other thing too is if you want access to Grok is also in Cursor. So Cursor 4.5 is in Cursor, and Elon just bought Cursor. So Cursor is probably one of the most popular AI coding tools on the planet. It was one of the early IDEs, and that's where Elon got all his data from to train Grok 4.5. So he didn't just sort of get it out of nowhere. He's actually fed all the Cursor data in. And he's giving us 50% off till. Yeah, so you can build in here. You can also build in Grok Build. So what Grok is, so if you go on the Grok page and you type this command, where is it? What's this doing? I don't want to go to that. I clicked the wrong button. This here, so if you type that command there, if you copy and paste that into your terminal window, you'll install this application, and then you just log into your account, and then you'll get this here. But at the moment, it's free. So if you want to go and have a try of this, if Harper or anyone whose parents won't pay for this, you can actually go and have a play with this. But what we might do first, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to build it in Grok Build, but I've got choices. I'm going to say something like, I'd like to build a computer game that makes fun of current events in Victoria. Could you please do some broad research on issues affecting the people in the state of Victoria that would have resonance amongst the community?
I think that's going to be an extremely long list.
Okay, so we're going to put this in.
Potholes somewhere in there.
So fuel and energy crisis, housing affordability, inflation,
I've got to say that I have noticed that Grok is infinitely faster than Opus at the moment.
Yes, I agree. And ChatGPT is actually really fast now too. CFA volunteers. Prime youth offending law and order. We might not touch that one because I don't really want to do something on that.
Right.
CFMEU big build. Health and services strain. Longer term fatigue. So that's pretty accurate, right? That's sort of what's in the news at the moment.
Maybe you could do one where the CFMEU tattooed thug walks around the building site and uncovers stacks of cash under different things on the building site.
That was just luck.
Yeah, this could happen. I'll go with that idea.
That was just complete luck.
What about a game that plays off the interplay between the big build, I won't use the name, the unions, and the Victorian Labor Party? What concepts could I incorporate into a game that would be topical and funny?
Big Bill Bond to Google.
Boondoggle.
Boondoggle.
Sim tycoon like hybrid where
Unionville.
Victorian government union heavy or capitalist contractor trying to deliver or milk the big build while juggling scan, spin, and survival. The core loop: balance progress on massive infrastructure projects, trains, roads, against union demands, corruption opportunities, budget blowouts, and political survival. Every quarter in the game election cycle, metrics like public perception, debt level, IBAC heat, and project completion shift based on absurd decisions. Fail too hard and you get promoted to a cushy inquiry or retired with a golden parachute. Okay, so topical and funny mechanisms concepts. Okay. Oversee absurd projects, heatwave delays, upgrades, so you need consultants, manage the workforce morale by improving site allowances. So you let graph go too far and you get the IBAC raid. Satirical systems, the resource management got funds split between actual construction, union coffers and consulting fees, and election fund misallocate. Player roles, bureaucrat, union boss, contractor, Easter eggs. Okay, so that's cool. Okay, could you write me a comprehensive prompt to build this game to run locally on my computer using Grok Build 4.5? Okay. All right, so now it's actually going to tell you how to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that prompt. That seems pretty funny. And we'll put that into Grok Build. Okay. Let me just put a folder. I'll build a folder, sorry. I'll just show you what I'm doing. File, new folder, union game. So we'll put that there. Now, a cool thing you can do is you can open your terminal and you can go change directory. You put this little tilde, which means everything before it. Document/union game. That'll get you to your folder. And then you just type in grok. And that'll open grok build. So this then knows I'm working here. So basically that's not going to go to anything else on my computer except that folder. So then I'll put my prompt in here. And the reason that didn't work before is because it didn't have anywhere, it didn't know where to work. So here we go. So it's already smashed 4 folders up. Look how fast it is.
Pretty quick, isn't it? I'll be quick.
Boom, boom, boom. So Fable in Claude is an awesome model, but as of tomorrow, it's going to be token only. So you've actually got to pay for its use, and it's for something that takes $17 with Fable, you can do for $1.70 with this tool.
Mm.
So
Do you reckon they're going to race to the bottom?
yeah, but Anthropic, I think, has Opus, the new version of Opus coming out maybe next week. So that might, sway the boat a bit. So it's actually building this all at the moment. So the data, the requirements file, any saves, the source code. So these games, like I was building these with my son the other night, they don't take very long to build. They're not difficult. But think about if you're a marketer or you're trying to get attention on something. Like I could potentially make one of these games and pay, because if you put a URL on Facebook, it just buries your reach. But if you boost it, if you pay, they don't care. Like it's actually allowed. So I could put like $2 of advertising on it and push it out to my audience. Now, if that was really funny, I reckon a lot of my audience would try it. And if they really liked it, it's like a hook into something else. So like I could push them to buy a t-shirt or, do something else. So I think this skill is going to become useful.
And so, Tim, is the best way to do that is just to host this on a web page as opposed to like convert into an Android and iPhone app?
Yeah, probably. I would just host it on Railway or something like that. And I can probably show you how to do that too. I'm just building it to do it locally, but I could then say, hey, can we deploy this up to Railway? And it'll know what to do. It'll help us push that code up. So yeah, it's already carved through. Actually pretty crazy.
Is there any way of finding out what data centers this stuff uses?
Yeah. Most of these are all in the US.
Yeah.
I mean, there's really none of them that are in Australia at the moment.
Yeah.
I know Amazon hosts some models here, but it's really just more open sourcey stuff.
Yeah.
Not the latest. The very cutting edge models are all in the US. I think they are going to put some in the Middle East and some in Europe though.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they'll come here as well. It's just not here yet.
Weren't they trying to put one in the Blue Mountains and everyone did the old NIMBY, not in my backyard, don't take my water, the black one-eyed red crescent cockatoo will get extinct?
If you think data centers use a lot of water, go and actually research that topic because
Yeah, no.
they cycle a lot of water through the data center, but they recycle it. So it's actually, I think I was looking at the other night, like a standard data center would be like, I don't know, 3/4 of an Olympic swimming pool or something. Like it's not crazy.
Yeah. Is that per day, per hour, per month?
Well, I don't think they actually consume much because it's in like a closed cycle. So they
Yeah.
might use a little bit just to, but yeah, it's in a closed system. So I don't think it's anywhere near as bad as what they're saying.
Mhm.
If you go and do the research. Here we go. Run it. All right, cool. So we all know what to do here. We're just going to go in here and we're going to, that's a cool, it copies and pastes it for you. Kind of neat. You just sort of grab it. It's like boom, copied. You don't have to. So I'm just following the instructions. So we're installing the dependencies. Okay. So this is a Python app. So we'll see. Here we go. New game. Select the difficulty. Business as usual or iBack is watching. Select the humor level. Savage. Okay, so what do I have to do? Okay, so not much construction. It's not that entertaining, is it? Speed of VR. Maybe I better.
What's that? Sack the media.
You turned up in brand new boots. The concrete pour was delayed. A union delegate photobombed with a sign about the EBA. Then a Tesla charger at the display failed live on air. Sack, blame activist weather and leave. Decision recorded. Weather was fine. Optics were not. Yeah, this isn't very funny. All right. This game is too intellectual. I don't like it. But with these concepts, I'd like to play some sort of 3D shooter game where you've got to stop, you've got to throw money at some people, and you've got to do something with politicians, and you've got to work while they're all trying to stop you, and you need to do PR as well. Let's see what that does. Cash as ammo, PR flashes, politicians to glad hand, and everybody trying to shut you down. It's actually quite a complicated topic, this one. Like it's very nuanced.
You've got 15 billion reasons.
There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. Let's, for fun, just while that happens, we might build one with codecs at the same time. Hang on. Okay, cool. Let me grab that. See it?
First plan, hadn't probably spin hard.
Angry. Don't actually know what's going on here.
Amazing that it can do this sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out how it went to space. H. So I've got throw cash. Okay, so I've got it. Oops, that's I back. I don't know what I've got to do.
Worker.
Let's go back and say the graphics. Whoops, wrong window. The graphics are rubbish. Make it look like a road construction site and put more effort into the characters and make it clearer who I need to throw what at.
Imagine the programming that would have taken ages ago. Well, you know, not that long ago.
Yeah, and like I was building games with my son the other night, and I think it's having trouble with this one because it's such a kind of confusing concept. We'll persist. We'll see what we can. Because the cool thing is we can just iterate this. You can kind of look at it and go, yeah, that's cool, but it's not funny yet.
Yeah.
Road construction, visual, textured barriers, proper character spirits, and a clear throw cash PR handshake targeting cues. Maybe. It might have got lost off the original prompt too, because like, you know how we sort of shifted gears? It sort of lost the essence. Because the first one was like a Leisure Suit Larry type game.
Yeah.
So if I go back here, go okay, so we're gonna end that game. And I think it's already there, but it could also be that it's a Python game that it's no good. Yeah, I don't like that it's Python. Yeah, hang on. I don't like this game because it's in Python. Do better. That's it. 3JS. Let's close that down. Um, so that's still working. Yeah, cool. It's come up with quite a long prompt, doesn't it?
Mm.
Okay, so grab that. I'm going to load up Codex. I'm going to choose a project. I'm going to call it Codex. I'm going to put that in there. Attached. So we'll let that one cook, and we'll go back and see what this other one's done. It's still working. Okay. Yeah, the server's running. What type? I think I just put localhost.
Mm.
Just put it down here so I can see. Localhost 8080. There we go. Okay, so we've got a worker, union, a poly, IBAC, journo, protest, TV cam, and cache. Cache is the left click. Media flash is the right click. And F is the politician photo op. Start the shift. Ugh. Okay. So who's that? That's a union. Yep. Pay him off. Jesus. What am I doing with IBAC? Do not bribe. Protester. The journo's stunned. Site shut down.
Must have rained.
So let's tell it. That's good, but let's work on the graphics some more. That's good, but I think you could do a better job of the graphics and perhaps have less characters and make it more cartoony and funny. Perhaps you could model it off the Minecraft type environment, but make it an urban Melbourne environment, or like Roblox, perhaps. So you can sort of see we're getting there.
Come a long way, haven't we, in a short time?
What's that? Grab the cache. E. All right, so I've got the cache out of the esky. There's cache over here.
Where are the strippers? Whoops, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, well, we can do that too. All right, so we'll do that. So I've got Codex working on the other one. It's working away as well.
Yeah.
So now it's going to do the blocky characters.
So how does Jacinta Allen survive through all this?
No competition.
Mm,
And all these people are getting paid heaps of money, so they don't care.
yeah.
I think my computer's using some RAM.
Mm.
Did you see the price of Macs went up like $700?
Really?
Yeah.
Is that because of the war?
No, not really. I think it's just everyone needs lots of memory at the moment. It's already in use. I sort of expected that to happen. Give it the code back and it'll shut down for me. You're using it. Just open the browser. Okay, cool. Doesn't appear to be. Let me just close that down. I need to kill it. There we go. Start the shift. My man can't move.
Oh, there's dollars up the top.
Yeah, but I'm stuck in something. Yeah, there's a bug. I can't seem to move. I'm stuck when I start.
Union Kev. Pay Kev.
It's spawning me somewhere where I.
Hi, Viz Dave. Union Kev. Hi, back Ian.
There's a slosh box. You want and like we haven't given it much, have we? Like this has just come up based off.
It's amazing, really.
Like if we were precise about it, we've just sort of chucked something at it. We haven't really given it a guide. We've just kind of said come up with it. And refresh. There we go. All right, so the world's not really big enough, so let's make the world bigger. Let's make it scrolling. And let's add strippers. This is my other project, the ChatGPT, which you can't see on the window, has come up, and it's actually got the program.
Yep.
To run it in. Import that file. Oh, interesting. All right, so this is still going.
Do you think how much programming that would have taken a few years ago?
Oh yeah.
Would have been amazing, wouldn't it?
Yep. Codex. Hard refresh. Command Shift R.
Site go bye-bye.
All right. So now we've got a bigger world. Okay, the characters, the labels for the characters are too big.
Yeah.
And I'd like to be able to jump. Okay, so I'd like to be able to jump on things and have a fly mode. And I'd like the labels on the characters to be smaller so the characters are easier to look at. Site go bye-bye.
iBag heat max.
So it's interesting. ChatGPT tried to create a game that I could, run as an executable. It didn't know to, or I didn't tell it, but it went that direction straight away, which was interesting.
Mm.
Okay. Just shift refresh. Okay, start shift. Okay, so I can jump. I need to,
King Street.
so I've yeet some cash to him. So Kev brought mates. Yeet to Dave's, he builds. Uh-oh, I'm getting heat.
She'll be right.
You eat the cash. That's a slosh bucket. Some more cash. Yeah, got some more cash. Yeah, there's Union Kev. Very some Kev's fridge is full. Peace.
Slush fund plus $22. Another day.
That's Iback Ian. So what am I supposed to do with him?
Pay him off too.
Or maybe you just can't let him touch you.
I'm amazed at the graphics and everything. So amazing.
With
I know
iPack
it's
Ian, don't you?
basic, but-
Isn't there a PR button? How do you do the PR?
PR is RMB. What does that mean?
Malaysian
I'm
dollars.
not clear on the buttons. What is LMB? Left mouse button, right mouse button.
Mm.
Okay, so if I go right mouse, so right mouse button is a PR flash. Selfie mode on. Holly loves free media.
Awkward handshake.
What's that, love? V is fire. V. Oh, cool. Okay. This is not that funny. How could we improve it so it's more cartoony? Yeah, so design of your game's pretty critical by the look of it.
Mm.
Because the ones I was doing on the weekend, like I was really specific what I wanted. Like there was a helicopter game that we were shooting things, and then there was a Minecraft type game with customizations. But I was really specific.
They come out good.
Yeah, they did. I might show you what they look like. I'll show you. See if I can grab. Just trying to figure out which folder it's in. Might give this a minute. Because it's running a server, it'll probably. Yeah. So Codex is doing another version for me.
Yep.
I know it doesn't like make a lot of errors either. Like it might not be great, but it works.
Mm.
Bigger heads, googly eyes.
Stubby legs.
Okay. Who's this guy? All right. I got pay Kev. So how do I get the money out of this slush box? Mikey denied.
E.
E.
Yep.
Ripper. So we're paying him. We got Tiffany.
Moco cancelled.
She's getting tips. I think there's too many characters in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, look, there's too many characters. Maybe we should make it so they come towards you and you need to throw them the right thing to go and do the right thing. So maybe the workers need to work. The union needs to come and disrupt. So you have to pay them off to go away. The politicians come with hard hats. The photo ops, which wastes time. And you need to throw cash at the workers to get them to work. Every character needs to come into scenes and power up based on their activities.
You forgot rainy weather and all that stuff yet.
That's still going. So it's kind of wild that this is doing all this. ChatGPT is still going on the first version. It's struggling. I just don't think ChatGPT is as good, to be honest.
Yep.
So you see how I'm sort of like, I'm coming up with my concept, and then I've got something, and then I'm going, no, I don't like that, so I'm going to do something else. And now, so you can kind of iterate the same thing.
Just keep building.
Just keep building until you get something you like. And I'm obviously doing this really rough. Like if I was going to write a prompt for this, I would sit down and write it. You know, I'd think about what I want to do. But we're getting there. Whoa. Gee. New government. Gee, this is pretty good. Read the brief. Allocate budget. It becomes political. So it's interesting. It kind of did the same thing as the first one. It's different, but it's very just kind of.
It's almost like a Sims.
Yeah, but it's not that impressive, is it? Yeah. Don't really like that one. All right. So I need a photo op. That's F. Wait. All right, so I got a worker there. I got to toss cash at him. So he's working. Cash him. There's the union. So what am I supposed to do with the union?
Cash, payoff, leave. I don't know which one
So
that is.
he's leaving. He's leaving. All right, so he's working. Good. So you kind of get the idea.
Yeah.
Can we add real human faces to the characters? Make them funnier. I won't add a specific. We'll see what it comes up with.
Mm.
Why? It's PR.
Worker inbound.
Now, how do I get? I know they fly up, but construction sites. Construction site. Environment. Yeah, the characters hang out is too small. We need to spread it across a massive area. We're talking about massive road and rail projects.
Could you add excavators and trucks later?
Yeah, we'll add those.
I think I told you the time I went to the end of the big build there and the bloke on the excavator, I was two sets of traffic lights. And all he did in that time was fluff around with the bucket. Nothing got picked up or moved.
Yeah. I had some friends that used to work on it.
On a Saturday.
Yeah.
I was bloody fuming, I tell you. What, did they have the same problem, did they?
Yeah, they made a lot of money out of it.
Mm.
It's like it's a badge of honor, you know.
Yeah.
You know, to make heaps of money off the government.
Yeah.
I think that's why we're so stuffed.
This guy just picked a rock up, spun around, dropped the rock, came back, fluffed a bit of soil, picked up the same bit of soil, moved around, dropped it, turned around, came back, picked the rock up, put the rock back where it came from, fluffed around, picked the bucket of dirt up, put it back where it came from, and I was there for 10 minutes.
Although you can admire the ability to actually waste time I would be so bored sitting there for 10 minutes just picking a rock up and kicking it and moving around and putting it back down.
Oh,
I
and the
couldn't
worst
do it for
part-
like.
Randall, the worst part was there was another 2 excavators behind him. It was that frustrating. No tipper, no nothing turned up, just move the rock, put it back, with everybody to see. That's better.
All right, so this guy, I got to pay him off. Cool. Well, there's a worker. Pay him.
Check the human faces out.
Another worker here. Gee, they're hard to hit. Where's the union?
They're in the smoko shed.
They'll be knocking on your door once you release this one on YouTube.
Yeah.
Field is the union delegate. Whopper. Now let's add some bulldozers.
And excavators.
Now, how do I go back down now?
Look at that bloke.
I should also add some woke Melburnians riding around, bicyclists.
Yep.
Sipping coffee.
Yep.
So the bulldozers turned up.
Yep. Oh, there's the excavators.
Yeah. Could we add music and funnier sound effects and comments? And a bigger bank of dumb Melburnian one-liners via web audio API. No audio files required. This because I think sometimes sound is the missing element of a game. Like if they say something funny, that would actually be a music. So he's working. Oh, there's our back. So PR.
He's spinning around. Never bribe.
How do I get the box to cash?
E.
I think we'll add some. I think we'll add some Ford Rangers too.
Oh. Any Raptors?
Let's add some
Tim, do you
Ford
have a
Ranger.
neighbour you don't like that owns a Ford Ranger? Is it what's
No, I just know that
like?
Ford Ranger owners will go nuts if I say it. So I don't really have anything against Ford Ranger owners, but they're funny.
It's a pity
I
the
was
super,
a Ford man when I was a kid too, so kind of just flows.
Super Duty didn't have a different engine.
I just couldn't trust any of those cars anymore. They just break down all the time. Every four-wheel drive show I've seen with one of those Super Duties on it blows up.
Yep, I know.
It's hopeless.
Needs just a good V8 or something in it.
I think they've already decided for cars to electrify.
To electrify.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't have a Super Duty electric.
No, you can't. So you will be allowed to have those cars, but they're just going to be. They won't be like most people aren't going to have them as dailies. They're just going to become really expensive.
Yep.
Here we go. So, is there a Ford? Where's the? Oh, there's Ford Rangers.
There goes the Ford Ranger.
All right. Can I intercept a Ford Ranger and get in it and drive it?
Grand Theft Auto now.
Yeah.
I tell you what, my son was so excited doing this. Like a 4-year-old's brain making his own computer games is just
Amazing. Yep.
they really like it because you can basically ask them what they want to build and they say it and then you build it and then they see it. So it's kind of really interesting. Like to an adult mind, it's not that interesting, but to a kid's mind,
I'm just
one of
amazed.
the James Melburnians don't drive.
I'm just amazed how it works.
We got him sorted. Pay the workers. Okay, now you can hijack any Ford Ranger. Start again. And find a Ford Ranger. There they are. So I've got to press G. What do I do? There you go. Now I'm in a Ford Ranger. Now, can I add physics so I can crash into things and cause damage? Probably shouldn't do this in a game like this, but it will be interesting. Adding physics.
Yep. But you already crashed into the wall.
So it's actually writing the code as I'm playing the game. It's kind of wild. Right, so how do I get out of the Ford Ranger? Gee. Interesting. Mikey says no. Knows a lot about Melbourne, doesn't it?
Mm. Hijack Raptor. The lights across the roof.
Yeah, I'm never drive the edge. Yeah.
Nah. It's a flat earth.
So yeah, you can endlessly make this funny. So make it
Mm.
so instead of throwing money, you can throw birds. So you could even like make all the interplay between the words. You could add the scripts to the players. So when you do things, you say, if I do this to someone, then it says something. And yeah, you can just you design the whole game end to end.
Look at the bulldozer blade going up and down.
Yeah. So his fridge is funded, so he's gone.
His fridge.
Pay him. Or dig ripper. Build, dig, build, dig, concrete. Command Shift R.
Restock turds. Restock turds. Turd they build.
So it's just edited what the game was,
Yeah.
but you get the idea. Let's do one more thing. Let's add some woke cyclists that ride around. I do wonder what would happen if I said, let's make it, because I told him like Roblox. I wonder if I could make it a bit more photorealistic.
Mhm.
We could also add some Melbourne. You probably have a folder full of pictures as well with monuments. So you could actually probably give it a map of the layout of Melbourne, and it might go and
Do that in that area.
can you do? Let's see. There's the woke cyclist. Can you go and look at a map of Melbourne and add some landmarks to the game that are familiar?
Remember that bloke on the Balti Bridge the other day?
Yeah, he's in jail.
Mm.
What did he try and do or not do?
He painted a thing on the side of one of the columns on the Balti Bridge, and he wanted to stay up there until the taxes were reneged. But they had him down by
He was a
lunchtime.
milkshake and a sandwich.
Oh, that's what he caved in on, didn't he? What hope have we got?
And apparently it's going to cost 30 grand to get rid of the graffiti.
Yeah. What was that bird thing it is? It's a common one.
I've seen that all over Melbourne. So he's probably
Yeah,
that guy.
I have too. How come he's in jail, yet you get other people who get let out on bail for bloody stabbing and driving cars and stealing things? And
I've heard that the jails are all full.
yeah, I have too. You know what my dad's theory is? A big compound in the Northern Territory and they all live in tents.
They did that in Texas. Worked quite well, apparently.
Did it? Really?
They put them in pink suits.
Oh, I was going to say they put them in pink suits. Yeah.
What, in tents in the desert?
Yeah, and made them do was it a curbside rubbish pickup as well? Like they had to actually work like in chain gangs.
That'd be good. That's what they should be doing here, picking up rubbish. I've got a sore arm. Can't do it. I know someone who just got out of jail and he got a week's free accommodation in a motel.
Why? Just
After
to
getting
hold
out of
him
jail.
over for a bit.
That's what they gave him. He's an acquaintance, not a friend. But he got a week's free rent in a motel.
I'll do one more prompt. Can we make it a bit more photorealistic? So I have added a whole bunch of buildings here now. But yeah, we've been working for an hour and a half from scratch, and we've got the crappy game, but it's a working game.
Yeah, but what you've got to consider is what that would have taken to build, a few years ago.
6 months ago.
6 months ago, a year ago, 6 months. That's right. Like you would have been days doing that level.
And you could probably record or get sound effects and put them in a folder, and then tell it, hey, these are the sound effects I want when it does certain things. So you could kind of stitch it together, and I'm sure it would just do it for you.
Yep. Pretty amazing.
They're talking about Grok build connecting with what's it called? Grok Imagine, the image generation tool. So like the AI will say, I want a picture of Melbourne, and it'll go find it, and it'll create an AI generated version of the Rialto, and then it will just incorporate it into the game. So like you'll be able to like just generate implementing remaining photo reel upgrades. So we're putting materials and stuff.
I've done something similar, Tim, between Claude and Nano Banana, because we all know Claude's images are rubbish.
Yeah.
But you can link Claude and Nano so that every time Claude wants to, like when you're doing web pages and games like this, it actually just leans on Nano to generate. So it actually internally prompts Nano, gets Nano to do the image, gets the image back. It looks at it and goes, that's not what I want, and actually goes in a loop until it gets what it wants, and then pulls it and sticks it on your web page for you, or whatever the task is at the time.
And Elon was saying the other day, like this is all in code. He said code is an abstraction of machine language. Like it's something humans have done to kind of talk to the machine, and I reckon they're inventing like the next layer where AI can just build whatever you want, but it's kind of like it doesn't have to write any code. It just does the machine language necessary. There's no abstraction between the machine language and the code.
It literally just starts writing in ones and zeros.
Yeah. It's kind of wild, eh?
Yeah, I mean, that basically instantly rules out any human being able to fix it or review it or do anything with it.
Yeah. And that's apparently the next step. And he reckons that's 6 months away, which means he's probably already got it. That's actually doing the excavators, the bulldozers, the metal glass surfaces, the character skin surfaces, the lighting the sky. I'd be surprised if this is really good, but we'll have a look.
Look, throw turds, tour by Raptor. It's actually funny.
But
Flinders, Fed Square, MCG, Eureka, Docklands, St Kilda, plus statewide road and rail digs. It's workers dig.
who am I wrapped?
No. I love the cyclist.
Jeez. Make it so that you can get run over by Ford Raptors, and if you hit a cyclist with a turd, they fall off. It's just endless. And just, can you imagine like what kids are going to create with this?
Oh, unbelievable.
A wire player Raptor run over damage. The project is on track. The ABC. I didn't write any of this.
Where does it say that?
It just comes up with comments at the bottom.
Yeah,
Goes,
the project is on track.
ABC says the project's on track. Don't like the labels.
Yeah.
Find that's annoying.
It's got throw turd, hijack Raptor, speed jump. There's a music button there.
It just turns the music on.
Eastlink still linked.
Eastlink's still clogged.
Oh,
And I'm sure we could give scripts to the workers that they say funny things. At the moment, they're just saying. I think I like network.
Business case phase 1. Isn't it amazing how the Ford Raptor's a ute? Look in its little model.
All right, so
Something, a scammer spotted near the sausage sizzle.
piece flattened. Oh dear, I'm getting hit. Oh.
Oh, sorry, I just snorted. Oh, it's
F.
funny. Isn't it?
Jeez. There's a Polly. All right. Make the characters say funnier, more stupid, satirical things when you throw a turd at them. Hello, long-time listener. Bring a turd or they won't dig.
Turd they build restock turds. Hello, long time listener, first time gridlocked. Worker hit by a turd, strangely motivated.
Expanding turd hit dialogue into bigger, dumber, satirical lines and making characters always bark when hit.
It's amazing it's coming up with that stuff, isn't it? So radio described the detour as a lifestyle.
Strangely motivated to dig. I've been hit worse. Once it was policy, turd received, pouring commenced. I've been hit worse.
Oh. Sorted.
EBA met.
Not just say 3 AWs.
Splat. Dig. API met.
She'll be right. It's just amazing, isn't it?
But yeah, you've got the construct of a game now. So I reckon if you went and thought about all of these components now, and you actually wrote out all the interactions that you wanted that were funny,
Yep.
You could probably just write a list and it would implement them for you.
Yep.
And yeah, but I mean, it's picked up some Melbourne culture just from the most contact I've had with management all year. That's what it said. Sticky, what'd they say?
High vis.
That's the poly.
Yeah.
Poly's growth turds at 3 pillars. Hard hat on, the turd on, values flexible. My hobby is they come out of nowhere. Also, interesting sight. Shame if it's stopped. The union boss. Where is it?
It's amazing.
You could add the TAC in here as well. You're going around telling off people.
Yeah.
Whoop. Anyway, guys.
That's amazing, isn't it, Tim?
Yeah, it's kind of amusing.
It's really good.
But can you imagine if you crafted this to something that was really amusing?
Yeah.
And then you just launched it onto Facebook. Because imagine if I put this on my page,
Yeah.
and everyone clicked on it and had a look, and they started playing it, and they're all laughing at it.
Yeah.
Like I reckon that would make Facebook just go crazy. Like I think that they really think it's funny.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? This meeting should have been a royal commission.
Is that what it said?
Yeah, this meeting should have been a royal commission. Just said it at the bottom. Talk back. Hello, long time listener, first time gridlocked. Like, where's it getting all that stuff from? Must be pulling stuff off the internet about the big build.
Probably pulling it off X.
Yeah.
Or it's going to 3AW and it's phoning.
Yeah. strike suspended dry weather.
Local describes the detour as a lifestyle. That's fine.
That's amazing, isn't it? What are they going to think of next?
Fertilized.
But I love how you could throw a turd at the bush.
Yeah.
A very Melbourne thing.
So I might this week, if I've got time, I might have a play and try and make something full. Because I reckon if you did make something like this, like if you think about the interaction models, you think about all the cultural norms, and if every time you do something, like you do an action, something comes up that's really funny,
Yep.
like you just be pissing yourself. Like, and I just think that could, yeah, just could drive change or whatever.
Yep.
But I mean, you could do this for anything, right? You could do it for companies or marketing or full dry brands or just whatever you want. This was just an example.
Pretty good.
Well, you see Pauline's doing something similar with her cartoons, isn't she?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's she called then? It's got a name, hasn't it? Yeah.
The satirical ones.
Yeah, I can't remember what the name is, but yeah.
Yeah. So that was pretty rough.
Yep.
But we had a working game that had funny stuff at the end. And I reckon if you sat down and thought about the actors in it, you could create something pretty funny. I mean, that was only an hour and a half. When it's always hard doing this stuff when you got an audience, because like it's like normally you could just take more time, but it's boring. So you've sort of just got to do stuff. But but if you sat down and designed it out properly, you'd probably get closer on the first go. But if you don't, just iterate until you get there, and then you could just say to Grok Build, you could say, I want to deploy this onto Runway or something, and it'll go off and it'll log you into Runway and it'll upload it all for you. And then, or you can go through GitHub if you want as well, if you want like sort of code forks. And then, yeah, you could have it up and running on a URL that you can add to it and then chuck it wherever you want. And yeah, I just think it'd be a good viral opportunity. Like, because if it was actually funny, like it's the humor in it it's not really the game that's funny. It's actually the kind of, like, you don't expect someone's going to play it for an hour.
No.
They're going to play it for a few minutes and have a laugh. I think that's the they share it with their friends, and then that just blows things up. So yeah, for whatever reason you want attention, I guess.
Yep.
So Harper, are you going to build a game now?
Maybe, yeah.
It was pretty easy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Very good.
So yeah, and you can do other stuff too. Like you can build like board games, or you can build classic games, or you can build shooter games. You can build all sorts of stuff. So that was very, like, because I gave it kind of, Minecraft, Roblox. It's kind of that blocky sort of world, but you could make it a bit more photorealistic and stuff. But you are limited, obviously, by the technology. But yeah, you can sort of see, like, if they throw enough compute at this, it's they're going to be able to make games and stuff pretty quickly. So
yeah,
it's probably going to change a lot of technology.
Yes. There's got to be a lot of people who would be worried about their job set and their skills, wouldn't it?
Yeah, probably. But
so they'd just get further advanced, I suppose.
Well, I just think they can do more faster now. So
yeah, that's what I mean. Yep.
Bigger canvas. I just think the world's a bigger canvas now.
Yep.
The standard just got a lot higher.
Yeah, I agree.
It's all right.
All right, very good. Well, thank you.
So I might let you go and yeah, see what we come up with next.
All right. See you later, folks.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you. Bye.